I just want to talk about why you might not be getting as many sales as you would like from your Shopify store. Now, the reason I can talk about this is because I recently launched a product on Shopify. I wasn't getting as many sales as I would have liked. I made some changes, and now I am getting sales, right? So I think I've stumbled upon what the problem was, and I'd hazard a guess if this problem was solved in your store, you would be making more sales. So let me just explain a little bit, right? So a bit of a background on myself. I have been an Amazon seller since 2016. I've been selling products on and off on Shopify since 2020. And recently I launched this amazing product here, the Apex Series mountain bike goggle, along with my business partner, Alex and Dougie. And we've actually went from not doing particularly well with it to doing fairly well with it, right? And it's because we flipped the whole sales process on its head, right? So at the beginning, with the product live, we were running completely organic, and people were visiting our page, but they weren't converting. And the only way we were able to get people to convert was just to lower the price. So we lowered the price to a point where it almost wasn't viable. Like we were basically giving it away. Like competitor products that aren't even as good as this one, like are as well designed or come with as much, they were selling for about 150 quid. Like we were selling at 50 quid, and that was the only way we could actually get it to convert, right? But I think all of you listening, you'll know that's not really sustainable. If you take like manufacturing cost, shipping, duties, all that kind of stuff. And then if you wanted to run some PPC, like you'd be in a loss, right? Like, no question about it, right? So that wasn't sustainable, but it did get us those initial early sales and those initial reviews, but we needed to change something. And what I realized pretty early on was that the reason people weren't buying our product was that they didn't trust us. Like ultimately, we were a new brand, we didn't have many reviews, and people were very skeptical, right? So something had to change, right? We had to make the offer so good that people were just like, you know what? These guys have put their money where their mouth is. I'm going to give them a chance, right? And the solution for me, and I will be honest with you, likely for you, came from a mattress, right? So I was looking for a new mattress, and at the time I saw something online from Emma Mattresses where I could try out a mattress for 200 nights. And if at the very end of the trial, I just said, you know what, this is not for me, I could send it back, right? And this is really powerful. Now, in the end, I didn't buy the mattress from Emma, but what I did do was, it got me thinking, right? Why was it that I was so close to buying one from them? And the reason for that was simple. I could use it for 200 nights, and then at the end of that period, I could still send it back, which means I was delaying the risk. They were taking all the risk off me, that if I wasn't happy, they would take it back. Now, to send a mattress back is not easy. Like it's a big item, like someone to come and remove it and bring it away, and then I'd ideally possibly be left with no mattress. So the likelihood of me sending it back is very slim. So the second they get someone to say, I'm going to try it out for 200 nights, the vast majority of customers will not send that back, and they have a sale, right? I'm sure there'll be the odd one that will and will change and so forth, but like overall, they're going to get far more sales than they are going to get people returning the items. So it's going to work out in their favor, right? For every one that returns, they probably have like 95, 97, maybe more that like keep the product and like are successful sale. So I thought about that for Apex, and I was like, well, why don't we do something similar? Why don't we allow our customers to use our product, see the benefits, see the premium nature of it, and then, after 30 days, not 200 nights, like 30 days is more than enough. After 30 days, if they've enjoyed it, we're like, that's them, a full paying customer, right? But we did it a little bit differently than Emma Mattresses, because I wanted to make the offer better, because I'm actually on the side of our consumers, right? Because I believe a happy consumer means more profit for me, but yeah, that's actually it. A happy consumer means more profit for me, right? And just easier life overall. So instead of charging the full price upfront, we would only charge for shipping and handling. I'd seen this before in like physical books, like, free plus shipping offer, but they obviously don't charge later on. They just ship it out for free. Whereas with Apex, we charge for the shipping today. And then 30 days later, if you haven't returned the item, we will charge you the balance, right? Now, we put this offer live and straight away our conversion rates went up. Like they increased from 0.6, I think, to 2.3%, maybe even more, maybe even 2.6. I can't really remember, but either way, it was a huge increase. And we didn't change the website. We didn't change the product. We just changed the offer. And at the time, we actually increased our prices as well. And the consumers didn't mind. They still converted better. And that's because I struck a chord with them. We were trusting them, so then they could trust us. The trust circle was reversed. Likewise, we were delaying the point where the customer was beyond the point of no return. They could pay the shipping and handling, which is very, very low cost today, right? Get the product. And if they decided, you know what, it's not for me, they always had the option to send it back. But in our experience, since enacting this offer, and it's been running now for a number of months, we've had 100% success rate, which means no one has actually sent the item back. So all those customers that were originally landing on our site and not buying were actually perfect for our product and actually benefits them, but they didn't feel comfortable placing the order. Whereas now they do feel comfortable placing the order because they have the option of trying it out for 30 days. And something really strange happened. When we enacted this offer, more people started buying it outright at the higher price. Maybe because they've seen that, you know, we actually believe in our product so much so that we're going to send it out for free, just cover the shipping and handling, that it must be good. I'm just going to pay for it full today. Right? No messing. Okay. So maybe think about your business. If you have a product, a premium product, like, you know, not a low cost item, but something, you know, over 50 or 60 quid, something that people don't buy every single day, they think about before they make the purchase, and you want to get it into the hands of consumers because you know once they get it in their hands, they'll love it and they'll very unlikely to send it back. Try before you buy is I would recommend is the offer for you. And if you're a little bit nervous putting that offer out there, that's good, because that means that you are very much siding on the side of the customer. Like, sell the way you'd like to be sold to. And I like to be sold using trust, not sold using like fancy marketing and bullet points and all this. Just trust. Try out the product, make sure it's a fit for you. And if it is, we'll charge you. If it's not, just send it back. Okay. So if you're looking to learn a little bit more about this, or maybe, you know, I've intrigued something in you and you think this could work in your business, just go down below to the link in the description. We have some spaces in our beta program at time of recording. And you know what? We're not looking for any money. We're just looking at some good case studies. We have some really interesting companies in there now at the moment, but maybe yours will be the next one. But just check it out, see if it's a fit, and you know what? You can thank me later. All right, guys. So the biggest reason most Shopify stores struggle to convert, like, it's not the product, right? All right. So the biggest reason most Shopify stores have super low conversion rates, like, it's not the product, right? We launched a brand new product not so long ago, the Apex Series mountain bike goggle. I actually have it here. Okay, this is here, right? Really good, really premium product. Like, we spared no expense in designing that, right? But the sales, like, we didn't get many sales at the beginning. Like, it was very, very flat, and we were just, to be honest, we were disappointed, we were confused, and we were wondering what we did wrong, right? So let's think about your own store. Maybe you're in the same position as we're in rather, with Apex. You know, people are landing on your site, but they're not buying. You have a solid product and you share your benefits clearly. They still don't buy. What's wrong? Well, it's one word, and it's trust, right? In 2025, people just don't trust online brands, right? Like, as marketers, we've overhyped, overpromised, underdelivered in respect of our products, and people just know that, and they're just like, I'm out. I don't believe you, and why should I believe you, right? So unless we earn their trust, like, we have nothing. They're gone, right? So we figured this out, and we did something pretty unorthodox, right? We let customers try out the goggles for 30 days without paying us anything bar the shipping, right? So we just asked for the shipping. If you love them, keep them. If you don't love them, send them back. No bother. And that, my friends, really transformed our offer, right? So our conversion rate went from 0.7 to 2.3%. We didn't change the website. We didn't change the product. We actually raised the price and we still converted more, right? So that's when it hit me. Like, you don't need to sell harder. You just need to earn the trust first. And when trust is there, the sale becomes the next logical step. So that resonates with you. If you have a product and you would like to enact a trust-based offer, we've opened up some spots inside our beta program. There is no charge for these. There is no charge for these. There's a handful of spots there. Check them out. And if the link is still live, we still got spaces. So would be great to have you there.